That's like I like that a lot.
Good, yeah.
Oh my gosh, yeah, the way you seasoned everything. There's a lot of like flavor going on. This is the ABR Roadshow. I'm Danielle DeTomo, and today we are in Stillwater, Minnesota at the Wild Hare. Now I heard inside is 90s themed, which I am very excited about because I was born in 1993. And when it comes to the menu, I heard they have great vegan and vegetarian options, which we are gonna learn all about today, which means we gotta get going in the kitchen. Joining me in the kitchen is the head chef, Jackson. Right, a little wave there to all the people. Okay, Jackson, what is the first thing we are going to make today?
The first thing we're gonna make today is the yellow curry bowl with tofu.
All right, let's get started.
Yeah, absolutely. First thing we're gonna do is get a saute pan heating up. And while that oil's getting hot, I'm gonna drop the tofu down on the grill.
Now, if someone's never had tofu, what do they need to know about tofu?
It's a soy product. It's usually pretty wet, but when you grill it, it dries out a lot. You're gonna wanna marinate it. It doesn't have a lot of flavor to it on itself, so the seasoning you put on is very important.
Okay, good to know. Now, I haven't eaten a lot of tofu, so that's why I was wondering about that. I was like, what can I expect from this?
No, it's supposed to be a vegan and vegetarian restaurant, so tofu's kind of our special. Now we're gonna get our veggies ready for the sauteing process. We use broccoli, red bell pepper, and carrots for the yellow curry bowl.
Getting some healthy stuff in today. I like it. Oh, now it's getting fun back here. Now I'm glad I'm standing over here.
Yeah, saute is definitely my favorite station. You gotta love the fire, you gotta love the heat.
Yeah. And you know, we are in Minnesota, so it's cold outside a lot too.
Yeah.
So
my favorite station for sure.
There you go. Warm up back here.
And then what we're looking for when we saute the vegetables with the oil is you want to get a little brown crust on the outside of them. We'll finish fully cooking them with some veg stock later, but getting that brown crispies on the outside is what you really want.
All right.
Not too far, not too little. Yep. You want to make some nice grill marks on the tofu. That's all you really want from it. That lid there will help it heat up all the way through instead of just on the outside. And you see my vegetables are browning up.
Yeah.
Hit them with a little veg stock, and that's gonna soften up the inside of the vegetables and cook them all the way through.
Why is this called the yellow curry?
Well, because the curry we use is yellow. Yes.
There you go.
Pretty easy. It's our yellow coconut curry. We also serve it as a soup, but I think it's better in the bowl with some rice. Helps it thicken up a little bit. It's got a nice little kick to it as well.
Yes,
Sambal and
a
sweet
little
chili.
spice.
Yes.
Oh yes, I like a little spice.
This is also when you can put your rice down. And at this point, everything is fully cooked. We just gotta wait for it to heat up and mix it all together.
All right.
Essentially, once it's hot and ready to go, I garnish it, chickpeas, cilantro, green onion, and a little slice of fresh lime. And then I chop up the tofu and put it on there.
And that's
your final product.
The finished product right there.
Ready to go.
This is a beautiful dish.
Oh yeah, thank you.
Very colorful, very artsy like. I like it.
This is one of the staples on our menu as well. It's been on there a long time. It probably will stay on there for a long time.
So for the tofu, is it easy to if I want to do just a little, yeah, there we go.
Yeah.
It's coming apart pretty easily.
We try to chop it up into bite-sized pieces, but
yeah.
If you want to break it down yourself, you can.
I'll break it down a little bit. Okay, here we go. There's a lot of flavor going on in this dish.
Yeah, absolutely. The yellow curry sauce we have and the soup we use, there's a lot of ingredients and a lot of time goes into that.
I gotta try the tofu by itself, just to see.
Oh yeah.
That's I like that a lot.
Good, yeah.
Oh my gosh, yeah, the way you seasoned everything, the little spicy kick you're getting, but it's not overly spicy. It's just enough. Does that make sense? Yeah.
No, we have if you really want some heat, we have some other things on our menu that'll really tear you up here. But
so if you're give me all the heat,
but this is our medium heat option.
This is a safe option, doable, but delicious, really good. Thank you so much.
Yeah,
and
awesome.
We're gonna get some more dishes prepared, and then I'm gonna chat with the owner. We had to start with the food and these beautiful drinks on the table. So I guess, you know what? Drinks first? Let's start with drinks first. Let's start with the one right in front of me.
Yeah, so this is our house beet juice. We call it Beauty. It's beets, kale, apple, and lemon. And we like to spice our juices up a little bit with how we present it. So it's just a healthy, fresh squeezed juice, and it's awesome. It's one of our most popular ones. We tend to run out of it a lot because we make it from scratch every day, and however much we can make it, that's what we keep.
I would want this in like bottles to put in my fridge.
Oh, seriously,
It's that good.
Yeah, it's really good. It's super healthy, but it's also delicious.
That's so refreshing.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Let's start with the cheese curds.
So the cheese curds are by far and above, I would say, one of our most popular items that we have. The main reason is they're actually gluten-free. So we make our own proprietary gluten-free batter here. And the cool thing about that is we aimed really to try and get them healthier. Like, how do you get a healthier cheese curd? So the batter we do is 30% less calories, is 40% more protein, more dietary fiber as well. And it's actually almost keto. So it's very, very low absorbable carbs. And then we serve it with a harissa aioli. What makes it Moroccan is our Moroccan seasoning. We make that in-house too. So we fry the curds, we toss them in the seasoning. And so this has let a lot of people who have celiac disease or gluten intolerances enjoy fried food again. In a restaurant environment instead of trying to make it at home. Yeah.
And I was curious about the Moroccan, like what that meant. So I'm glad you explained that, because I was like, wait, what's a Moroccan cheese curd? Now I know.
It's just the seasoning. It's the seasoning. And a lot of our flavors here really do go towards Mediterranean. So we try to bring a lot of that into cooking.
That's really unique, because I've tried a lot of cheese curds.
I'm sure you have. Yeah.
I've been to a lot of restaurants with cheese curds,
especially
but I've never,
Wisconsin.
Right, but I've never had anything like this before. So that's a different twist, and I really like it.
Super unique. Yeah, very popular.
And then we have, it's the same burger, but in a different way. So let's explain that.
Right, we wanted to do the Hercules Burger 2 different ways. So this is the standard, right? And we use an 80-20 ground chuck. We hit it on a char broiler, smoky, crispy, delicious flavors. This version here is falafel. So everything that we have here, virtually everything we have here, we can make vegan. And so falafel patties we make ourselves. Really, when I was thinking about this years ago, falafel is really good, but it's very dry. And so what we do is we cut it with cauliflower. And so that adds some moisture to it, makes it a little bit softer, easier to eat. And we didn't want to try and duplicate beef. We wanted to make something unique and different that works with these flavors, like the basil pesto, you know, all the vegetables, the arugula, kind of coming together. So whether you're vegan or not, you can sub that out on any of our sandwiches, anything that we do. With our tofu too, we can take our steak and substitute it out, anything.
I'm not vegan, and I've never had anything like this, so I had to try it while he was talking about it. That's fantastic.
It's awesome.
I mean,
it's super good,
because I've had a million burgers, you know, I know the deal with the burger, but I was like, this is different for me, so let's try it.
Yeah, for sure.
Wow.
And I wanted to show you both versions.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Absolutely.
But dang, now like you just put me onto this.
It's super good. It's extremely healthy, a lot of fiber and a lot of nutrition in it. But again, the concept and the idea was, how do we take foods that we love, make them crispy, delicious, and awesome, but at the same time, you can leave your lunch, you can leave your dinner, and still feel really healthy, feel really good. You don't have gut rot, you're like, oh crap, you know, I had a burger. You can walk away from here and feel pretty good after every meal.
Very nice.
Almost feel like you're cheating.
So why did you want to have this type of food in your restaurant here?
Yeah. You know, I mean, I've been a part, so my wife and I co-own all of our businesses together, and we started years ago at yoga studios, right? And so that was my first passion, was really getting into fitness and nutrition, training, all that kind of stuff. And that really melded into restaurants, you know, so this is our second restaurant that we opened. We've got 3 right now. And so everything that we do is really like, if we're gonna do it, let's try to match up with our golden thread of what's important to us. And what's important to us is not just, you know, pumping out food, but it's like, how do we get food out there that's balanced, healthy, and good, but never sacrificing or making you think like, oh, I'm eating at a health food store, right? Like that's why it's the 90s theme. I'm like, make it fun. Like, let's make it like a 90s dive bar.
That is really fun in here. I'm a 90s baby, 1993, shout out 90s babies. So what was the reason for the 90s? Is this stuff you like?
Oh yeah. I mean, my wife and I both graduated high school in 1997. We didn't meet in high school. We feel like we did, but we're both you know, that was like 18 years old. That's smack when all this stuff was happening.
Yeah.
And I just feel like it was an underserved market. I'm like, the 90s were awesome. I loved it. I loved the music, the movies, all that stuff. So we're like, let's just theme a place. Let's just bring it out. Let's embrace it and have as much of that as we can.
I love it.
Lean into it hard. And so there's Easter eggs, and we love Easter eggs. We love little hidden things, and they're all over the place in here. You know, so whether you were a kid in the 90s, or you're like me, you graduated in the 90s, or you're a little bit older, you remember the 90s, no matter what, there's going to be something for everybody here. You're going to see something and be like, oh my gosh.
You're going to see something you know.
You're going to see something you know.
I mean, even the bathroom, like there was a bunch of, was it like posters and movies?
Yeah, we got our movie posters up in the bathrooms, and then like we love First Ave out of Minneapolis, so it's like, let's get those stars up on the wall, and you know, it's about music and fun and just, I don't know.
Yeah, and you know, I mean, this restaurant is located in such a beautiful area.
Yes, yeah,
I mean, Stillwater is so, especially when it's a beautiful day like today while we're filming. Yeah. What should people know about Stillwater and this area right here?
So Stillwater is a town, I didn't grow up here. I moved here in the 90s, 95 to 97 I lived here, and then I went off to college, but I came back here in my late 20s. There was just a huge draw. And I always wanted to own a business here, really badly. I loved the scene. It was the bar scene, the food scene. It was really great. Now it's in the top 10 annually, small towns in the country for the food scene. You know, and that's USA Today. It hits it all the time. Yeah. So there's like 30 plus restaurants in this town. So we're surrounded by fantastic places to eat. Tons of beautiful views. I mean, we got the St. Croix River. Yeah. There's just something going on here year round. And it's a big, small town. Yeah. It's only about 20,000 people, but in the summer months, and even in aspects of the winter, we get a ton of business from tourists. Lots of people coming in. This is a destination location. And so it's really, really awesome to not just be a part of our local community here, which is super supportive, but also to offer this to a lot of people who don't have access to it.
It's a great area. In between interviews, I have been walking around outside. I went to the river. I've kind of like looked around at what's all, I mean, it's a great area.
Yeah, like, it's busy, it's fun, it's cool. You know, and there's music going on someplace, and festivals down by the river a lot, so it's just an absolute honor to be here. I mean, my wife and I have raised our kids here. We have 5 kids, and it's just, we love this community. Yeah. We love doing stuff within the community.
Great. Well, Dar, we appreciate you so much. Busy man over here. Yeah, so thank you so much for having us at the Wild Hare today. This is just fantastic. I had to end this episode standing near the beautiful St. Croix River right here in Stillwater, Minnesota. We had a great time filming at the Wild Hare today. I got to try that yellow curry with tofu, the vegan burger, those Moroccan cheese curds. Everything had so much flavor. Their menu really does have some great items on there, and that's why they are one of America's best restaurants. For the ABR Roadshow, I'm Danielle DeTomo. I'll see y'all next time.